I was a little bit behind the Vietnam era. Okay, I was a kid in San Francisco watching the protesters. You know, we'd drive to Haight-Ashbury to see the hippies. Okay, so I was a little bit behind the trailblazers of the '70s, the Coppolas and the Spielbergs and people like that, but Scorsese's. But you knew who they were. Okay, and they were the trailblazers, and there was a moment in time, you know, if you read that Easy Rider, Raging Bulls, is that, you know, Hollywood changed completely, and all of a sudden they weren't giving the money to the old guys anymore. They were giving the money to the new filmmakers. Okay, now what seems to be happening, and it's about to happen, but it hasn't quite happened yet, is you still sit there and you say, well, God, Ridley Scott's 74 and Marty Scorsese's whatever is in the 70s, and Clint and Spielberg and these and they don't give it, even Fincher's in his 50s. That's Hollywood's giving all the money to those people. When are they going to start giving the money to the younger filmmakers? But I think that it's beginning to happen, and I think that it's your generation that will lead us into what Hollywood and entertainment evolves into, okay? And I think it's probably a combination of, obviously, the internet being used, but it's also, I think, a question of taste. You know, we're kind of seeing it, I think we've seen it in music to a certain degree, that there have been musical acts that are in their 20s that are, you know, singer-songwriters that are achieving it. You haven't seen that many filmmakers in their late 20s and early 30s that have a strong signature and are creating content for your generation. And I think that that's always happened. I believe it will continue to happen. And how it happens, it might even be a what's it called, optical rift kind of experience. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, that may be what it will be. Yeah. But I absolutely believe that it's not going to be a guy my age that's going to lead us into the future. Okay, there's just no way is that going to happen. It's going to be somebody young who's combined all of the knowledge that their predecessors have given them, and have figured out a different way to tell the story, and maybe a very, very interesting way.